Hello friends, my name is TheRealEmile, welcome back to some Forza Horizon 2 and another championship playthrough. Today we will be doing the Classic Rally Championship, and my car for today is this lovely 1977 Ford Escort RS 1800. Now a quick little thing, sort of an update on this series. I've been doing championship playthroughs now for a while. I believe I started some point last year. And yeah, they've been pretty good to me. They've racked in a decent amount of views. However, I have been curious as to how many we've got left and whether I'm actually going to make the deadline into Forza 6. I've actually got a list of all the championships left to play through here, and here are the championships I have yet to play through. We have the Hot Hatch Championship, the Track Toys Championship, the Retro Muscle Championship, the Classic Rally Championship, which we're doing today, Super GT, Cult Classics, and Rare Classics. Now, there's 7 of them, and it's the 28th of July today. Now, if I was to go through all of these a week at a time, we would end on the 9th of September, which is when Forza 6 goes into special edition access. Now, I think for me personally, I'm going to try and wrap up before then. I might even film 2 this week because we are in Storm Island for this episode, and there's only 3 races in this championship, so this is sort of going to be one of those episodes which doesn't take too long. Tyres, what do we want on this? We want Storm Island. We'll have the Storm Island tyres. I know technically I think race tyres are more grippy, but may as well go with them. I want to kind of get this to C class, so yeah, right. Throw in the rally gearbox and the rally suspension. Right, from here, let's get some brakes on there. I've got a cool retro rally sort of paint job that looks kind of cool. I'm not sure. Actually, we'll go for that reinforcement because street reinforcement seems to help it out a bit. From let's have an exhaust. It only adds, wow, so I added 40 PI but only had that much extra thingy. Right. Alright, I was going to say, is that the Forza aero? I don't think we'll need aero on this, to be honest with you, and I believe you can remove the rear wing. Do I really want to do that? I don't know, I kind of... The side profile looks better with the wing, so I guess we'll leave the wing on it. I'm just kind of curious, engine swaps, what could we actually have in this? The 6.2 V8 as per usual. We're not going to turbocharge it. I'm just going to get some more power in it, I guess, because that's really all we can do on it. C600 bang on the nose. Can we get a driveline in it? No, we cannot. Okay, that's our Ford Escort rally build. Let's hope it's actually half decent. I have tried recording the Classic Rally in the past, and it really hasn't ended very well. What are we gonna do? Are these all Rampage events? Yeah, they are. Let's get downhill Rampage. That sounds fun. I haven't raced on Storm Island in months. I think, honestly, the last time I actually was on Storm Island was when I was doing championship playthroughs on Storm Island, which was when Storm Island first came out. I think it was like January time, so I haven't been on Storm Island for a while, so whether I can deal with the tracks or not, we'll have to see. Yeah, I think it. I thought it'd be nice to come back here and do a couple of playthroughs. I'll probably do as many as I can. I know for the most part the ones we've got left are not hosted here. It's like you're not exactly gonna find track toys here in Storm Island, but Hot Hatches and I believe Retro Muscles also here, so I might film them here. Or I could film Hot Hatches on land. We'll have to see. Right, let us go. I'm just kind of curious if that's a bit too loud through the television. It might be. Well, they've all sped off. See, I was kind of hoping, by having all the performance parts, that this would be one of the quicker cars, and it just kind of just isn't. Ooh, understeer. And severe body roll as well. That's not exactly too good. To be fair, I've been driving sports cars on Forza Motorsport 5 recently, so I'm not too good with your sort of slower ex-rally cars, I guess. We did clip that checkpoint, I think. That was actually a pretty good line through that corner. We could have used a Mini. A Mini would have been funny. But yeah, I've actually tried to record this a few times and it just did not end well. I can't remember what I was using. I think I was using either a Fulvia or a Stratos, and it just was not working out for me. I've got to be honest, actually, I was so close to using the Stratos for this, but I decided not to. One of the first ever championship playthroughs I did, it was Group B Monsters. I used 2 Lanciers, and I pretty much haven't used a Lancia in any of these since. Wee, okay. I think I've only ever used 1 Ford as well, and that's a bit of a strange thing because I like Fords. Oh wait, no. I'm trying to remember actually. You know, it is strange. I'm actually looking through all of the old championship playthroughs. I was surprised I had got through as many as I had done. The reason I was making the list is because I thought I was, you know, missing quite a lot of them off. But as it turns out, we're only missing 7. So that's pretty damn good. There's some understeer there. Yeah, so I'm not actually too tooled up on the history of this Escort. I know it did rally at some point. Well, it must have done because it's, you know, it's in Forza. Usually if they're from the 70s, you don't usually find cars in Forza that are haven't got some form of pedigree behind them. I guess this Escort has. I can't imagine. Well, I imagine it did well. I just can't imagine it did, or you know, it did well for too long. Considering I think the 80s was when the Group B Monsters started coming. So, mind you, I swear they've always had separate classes for rally. I could be wrong on that, but because they had the Group A cars as well, didn't they? Which are basically nowadays, well, nowadays it's Polos, but a couple of years back it was where you found mostly Subarus and Evos. And we're in the dark on this one. It's raining and we're in the dark. That's a bad thing. See, I played a little bit of Dirt Rally the other day. I haven't really played much of that game just because I'm absolutely god awful at it, and I could really do like a decent wheel to really like own my skills. If it came out on Xbox, I'd buy it in a heartbeat and make videos on it because I love that game. But yeah, that's basically taught me that rally driving is A, difficult, and B, extremely scary, as it is here. Yeah, I would not want to do this. Ooh, climbing the hill, just about. We've just got enough power for that. Okay, so Horizon 2 is kind of winding down now. You know, and I'm just trying to wonder, are we actually going to find another car park? Because a lot of people have been saying, oh, this is probably the last car park was going to get, the July one. I've got a sneaking suspicion there'll be an August pack. I reckon there is going to be an August car pack. What's going to be in it? I don't know. But I almost want to confirm the fact that there will be an August car pack. If there is, then it better have cars that are in these sort of categories that I've got written down, because if there isn't, then we're going to have some issues. But yeah, I would put money on there being another car pack. And yeah, I think the July one was pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I do think, you know, that Stratos has just absolutely killed that stack of things. Speaking of which, am I the only person, right, the Stratos, everyone says, oh, it's such a beautiful vehicle and whatnot. Am I the only one who really doesn't think it is that pretty, unless it's got the flip-up headlights on? If it's got the flip-up headlights on, it's got all the proper, you know, rally spotlights and all that. That car looks really, really cool. My driving isn't really, really cool at the moment. It's really, really sucky, actually. I can't see what's in the back for the absolute life of me. I should have really watched the minimap. See, Storm Island was one of the really cool things they did with this game. I love this sort of... This weather racing, it adds a whole different aspect to it. Because if I was driving a normal C-Class car on a gravel road in normal conditions, I'd, you know, be okay. If I was driving a C-Class car on even roads like this in the standard Horizon game, be alright. But because it's dark, because they've got all, like, this super torrential rain in the game, and they've got, you know, I think there's even a bit of fog involved in this, it really makes it very tricky to navigate, and it definitely adds a new level of challenge to the game. Yeah, Storm Isle was brilliant. Probably the best expansion pack Forza's had. I mean, when it first came out, unless you was a VIP member, I didn't really recommend it just because it was a bit overpriced. I think it still is a little bit, but I'm just trying to think. We got tinted windows as well. That might also be one of the issues on this design. Mind you, you just, like, when I was zooming out there, you can barely even see the car. It's that dark. Yeah, that's interesting to say the least. That Alpine looks like it got pretty beat up as well. The Alpine's another interesting car. I would use that, but no. I don't know. I could have run this series in two different ways. I could have had 3 different cars or just this one. I think I'm just going to use this Escort just because it's already made. And I believe I took all the upgrades off my thing. And I don't even know what upgrades I've got on my Alpine. The Alpine's certainly an interesting car there. I'd like to see it return to Forza 6 so I can have a proper go with it. You know, the Alpine A110, I first saw it in Gran Turismo 4, I believe it was in. And they had that or the A310, which isn't a good car at all. I've just remembered something. I think I've still got drive tire designs turned off. Yeah, I was shooting thumbnails for something, and I think I ended up turning them off, so let's just turn them back on. I don't think that's going to change anything in this game. It's a bit of a shame. I kind of wanted to see the cars in sort of cool rally liveries, but unfortunately I'm a bit of a clot and I forgot that was turned off. So as far as cars in this category goes, as far as the ones I'd like to own, Fiat 131 and this Escort. Admittedly, I'd probably prefer the Mark 1 Escort, the Mexico RS. But, you know, this second generation's alright too. I do like Ford Escorts. I've actually looked into getting one. I don't know, I'm a sucker for the late models. The Mark 6. As much as, you know, that was when sort of the Focus started coming out, and the Focus was a much better car than the Escort. But, I don't know, there's something about the Mark 6 I do quite like. I would look into getting one of them. I'm actually currently looking at Pumas, Ford Pumas. I reckon they could be a cool little other car, and Fiat Pandas actually as well. But yeah, I reckon the Puma could be a pretty cool car. I don't know. They may have a stigma attached to them. I do need to sort of look into that. That's the thing, you know. I mean, I was speaking to a guy. Ooh, lovely tarmac. The suspension is leaning like mad. But I was actually speaking to a guy on, I can't remember where it was, I think a Jalponic or something. And, you know, the guy was like, oh, Corvette convertible just isn't very good for a tall guy like me, you know. I'd much rather have a Boxster. And that confused me because, you know, over here in England, you know, we're sort of a, oh God, I don't know what the correct word is, but we like to make fun of people, basically. And the Boxsters always had a stigma over here that is for people who had a midlife crisis, and or were in a midlife crisis, or hairdressers, and they really wanted a Porsche 911 but couldn't afford one, so they had to deal with the Boxster. And that's kind of the stigma they've always had. I guess we might lose this race actually because I did cock up there. We're gonna win the championship anyway, I believe, so we'll be alright. You know, it is strange. I think the Cayman probably had that a little bit, but I don't quite like the Cayman, so I won't ever admit it. I was gonna say, if I got a decent run up there, maybe. If I can still get a decent run up this hill, we might. Nah, I think we're stuck here for now. There we go. I'll take a third. Like I said, I think we're still gonna win. Yeah, we are. Alright, sweet. So 2 RS 1800s made it onto podium for this one, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so the Ford Escort RS 1800. Yeah, I like this design. It's a really cool design. Cool little car. Really cool little car. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed sort of a return to Storm Island, and I will see you tomorrow for another championship, because I feel like recording another one. Anyway, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been TheRealEmile, and until next time, farewell.